Hi, I'm Parker Hamilton, and this is your portal for the world. Come on in, check us out.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade.
Eagle has landed.
Aboard with us! Aboard Cape Crispin
The library is the foundation of learning. From the ancient library of Alexandria to today's technological knowledge centers, the library has long been where education begins, where genius is forged, and where invention and discovery is nurtured. A library is a monument to knowledge, a repository of information, a place of enormous literary wealth, a vast collection of scientific discovery, an archive of human history. Modern libraries face some tough competition: the internet, downloadable resources, on-demand video, e-books. It may seem like the library has seen better days and is at risk of becoming obsolete, but nothing could be further from the truth. Libraries have been reborn, and people are rediscovering the heartbeat of their communities. Today's libraries are vibrant places of enhanced learning. The stoic, musty stacks of old are now community centerpieces, housing an incredible number of resources, not just books, but computerized tools for advanced information retrieval from data archives in the digital cloud. Developing the perfect environment for learning and crafting the best possible experience for the knowledge seeker is the goal for every new library construction project. As part of a continuing commitment to renovate its libraries, Montgomery County recently constructed a new building for the Silver Spring Library, relocating it to the 1.5-acre property bordered by Fenton and Bonifant Streets and Wayne Avenue. A library is like a mountain of information and knowledge, and moving a library is a lot like moving a mountain. It began with a vision and a commitment to creative engineering, energy efficiency, and a holistic design to create a healthy environment, both inside and out. Once the plans and permits were approved, hundreds of workers assembled tons of materials. The construction took over 4 years and $64 million. What was once a mere rendering is now a gleaming three-dimensional reality, a state-of-the-art library. With 10 conference rooms, a coffee bar and cafe, a business center, and dedicated early literacy interactive areas, the Silver Spring Library is setting the standard for libraries of the future. The new Silver Spring Library exceeded everyone's expectations and is an exciting and welcoming center for the community. But the work of building the library does not end when the construction is done. Moving the books and all of the library's resources in, that's a monumental effort.
The interesting thing that I hear from community members oftentimes when we talk about closing a library and how long it takes to reopen it is, gosh, Safeway can open a store over a weekend. Why can't a library? And the reason is that we just have more things that we have to not only move but get into a specific place. We actually started internally planning 9 months ago, talking about what kind of equipment we were going to order to put in here, what the policies were going to be, because we introduced a number of new services here. We have RFID, self-checkout, checkout, which is new, nowhere else in the county. The hold lockers that are downstairs, new, we don't have them anyplace else, so we had to talk about policies related to that. So the process of actually shutting down a library and then reopening involves mainly getting the collection out of the old location and into the new location. So there's a process to identifying where the books are going to go on all of the shelves. And of course, we have 3 floors, lots of shelving here, to determine that. So that's what took the majority of the time. And then we also had technology that we had to introduce and bring into the building. We had to get the PCs set up, our self-checkout machines, the hold lockers working downstairs, the RFID conveyor belts. We have a 3M Discovery Station for ebooks.
With RFID check-in, the library card has come of age. Electronic systems throughout the library make it easy to check out computer equipment, e-readers, and media players, as well as books. The Tech Bar features mobile devices, which can be checked out for use on site. There are also 20 internet workstations, 12 PCs in the computer lab, 9 digital catalog systems, 6 iMacs for audio and video editing in Studio One, and 3D printers where you can bring to life your own designs and ideas.
Then we need to train the staff because, in fact, because of all of the technology that we're offering, there were things that our staff hadn't come into contact with in other places. So RFID, something that we've never had before. How does the conveyor belt work? How do you maintain it? Hold lockers. How do you put those holds in the locker, and how do they get them out of the locker, etc. So that's why it takes more than just a weekend.
The building is LEED certified, which means it was designed and built to minimize the impact to the environment and to be highly energy efficient. It's also a design methodology that enhances healthier, more productive workplaces. LEED provides the framework for holistic development, which includes such features as a green roof, where gardens and plantings replace the traditional building rooftop. This not only provides a reduction in energy required to heat or cool the building, but also reduces ambient carbon dioxide and contributes oxygen to the local atmosphere.
We hope we will be done moving, but we'll never be finished actually improving the service. I mean, we're going to listen to the community, hear what they have to say, and do what we can to make sure that we improve and add to what we've got here. So we do expect to hopefully be finished moving at some point in time, but we'll never stop listening to the community and trying to improve what we've got.
At the Silver Spring Library, you'll also find some very innovative learning centers and attractions for every age group. Young children will find the Learning Towers, where interactive hands-on activities encourage good learning skills.
The Learning Towers are important because they support one of the key results for Montgomery County Public Library, and that is to help parents prepare their children to read and learn. So the child really cannot be too young for the Early Literacy Center, and children who are just about ready to read or are really new readers, 5 years old, 6 years old, they would also enjoy it.
The Learning Towers provide a nice sort of social place for them to gather and little activities for them to do. And it's been a great alternative since he was in daycare with lots of kids. And now that I'm home with both of them, it provides an opportunity for him to see other kids and interact.
Families could come here regularly, work through all the interactives, and actually their children could acquire skills that will prepare them to read and have them ready to go to school. Everybody has said this is great, this is wonderful, and it not only does it support the key results, but it gets back to being in Montgomery County, having an experience with your child. So here's a little vision piece for you. You leave your home, you go to the fountain, you play in the fountain, you go get yogurt, and then you walk down here and you come to the tower. So it's a total family experience.
Academics are a focus of the county's All Children Excel, or ACE program, which is one of the library's educational cores. And as a part of the nationwide initiative to advance education in the sciences and technologies, the STEM program is a priority within Montgomery County's library system. Access to enhanced interactive learning via electronic tablets and media in the library's Go Kits include everything needed to explore digital learning at home and can be checked out like a book.
Go Kits are designed to help parents work with their children around a specific theme. So inside each kit is a new book to support the subject, an iPad that is loaded with apps, free apps, that give information about the subject so that the child can use technology to learn, and a toy so that the child can experiment with the subject. And we have a packet of printed information so that the parents can be guided through the process to help the child learn the subject or theme of the particular kit. They target 2 large age groups, ages 3 to 5. We call those the Little Explorers kits. And grades 3 to 6, we call those the Young Voyager kits.
As a parent, what I really love about the Go Kits is that they help me expose my kids to science, technology, engineering, and math, which are such important subjects today. I don't necessarily have the wherewithal to come up with the appropriate books and technology and toys on my own, but the library has put these together, and it allows the kids to learn through books, through technology such as the iPad, and through building, hands-on building robots or playing with toys such as models of the Earth or science experiments. I know that one of the kits has a telescope, which is super cool.
The benefit for families is the cost. So they're paying their tax dollars and they're getting this wonderful opportunity to try something, and they don't have to spend $1 zillion for it because the library has created a high quality product.
On April 30th in Washington, D.C., the President Obama, announced a new program, and it's called the Connect Ed Library Program. This program encourages schools and libraries to work together to ensure that every child gets a library card. So here we are today in Montgomery County, under the auspices of Parker Hamilton, are already doing this. And this just began nationwide, so they're well ahead of the ball, ahead of the game, and we're very pleased about that.
The library cards open the opportunity to come in and use the wonderful resources of Montgomery County Public Libraries. I believe that we are great partners with the educators in the classroom. We're the educators in the public space. And so our libraries are learning spaces, and having that library card I hope will be an incentive to come in and use the resources, whether it's in person, connecting with our librarians, or either online. And so it's just a great tool to have in order to be a successful student, leading to lifelong reading and learning.
Libraries will always be the very nexus of learning. From toddlers to college students to our seniors, there is something exciting here for everyone. But a library is more than a building and books. The core of any great library is the librarian. It's been said, ask Google a question and you'll get 100,000 answers. But ask a librarian and you'll get the right one.
It's great to have gathering places for downtown Silver Spring. It brings all of the families, different age groups together, and it's so important to have public spaces like this where people can meet and see one another and find people who live in their community, and they come back and you see the same people over and over again, which is really nice.
The new Silver Spring Library is now open. Come meet the librarians and explore your world.
And that's the end of this chapter. Join me next time. And until then, there's a library near you. Come on by and check us out.